Hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. You guys are watching Chalking Up the Walls. I'm gonna show you a super cute, easy, fun project tonight. Using our surface tonight is a galvanized little metal sign. Right. Do I have my tape measure? I don't exactly know how big this is, but let's measure it right quick. All right, so it is just about 11 inches long and about 5 inches tall. So that is similar to maybe like a license plate, but a little bit smaller. But anyway, okay, so that's our surface. A little bit of a shadow, shiny thing going on there from my light above, so I apologize. Hopefully that didn't blind anybody. All right, so that's our surface, and we are going to use just a part of the Chilling with My Gnomies transfer. I'm just going to use this top portion up here that says I'll be gnome for Christmas, but the rest of it is super cute too. So you got the Chilling with My Gnomies, and then these adorable little gnomes, and then like all the little pieces of the gnome here. So that portion is layered. But for this particular transfer, I'm only going to use this top part that says I'll be gnome for Christmas. All right, so let's get it open, labeled, and get to making it. And then once I'm done with the chalking, I have an absolutely adorable embellishment that I cannot wait to put on this and make a super cute sign. So let's get our transfer out of the package. Let's scoot our bag over. And then let's take our scissors right quick. Here they are. And trim off this little top part here. So these transfers are super cool in that they have the cut lines on them, so you know exactly where to trim out your different sections. So when you're cutting it down, just be mindful of that line and try to stay relatively close to it. And then we'll just get this off. Yeah, so not only are they cool in that regard, but these transfers are silk screens. So they're similar to a stencil in that our paste goes through the clear areas, but they are a silk screen. So those white areas that you see in here have a fabric screen in them. So like anything in there, like all of those letters that are in the white, that is the part that our paste is going to go through. So let me label the back of this real quick. I'll be gnome. All right, cool. And that just helps me down the road whenever I wash them, because they are reusable. Whenever I wash them, then I know which side to adhere my transfer to, because they are sticky, and you want to make sure that you put them on the right side. Yeah, okay. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the transfers are reusable. A good like 8 to 10 times. If you take care of them, wash them right away, store them on your backer sheet, you will get more uses than that out of them. But they are pretty much guaranteed with proper handling for that amount of times. But like I said, as long as you take pretty good care of them, you can get endless uses out of them. It's a little bitty, like a big chunk of fuzz that pulled up right there. But that's okay. Actually, it's not in my transfer, so I'm not too worried about it. But we are going to do a couple layers of fuzz because I want to protect it. Make sure that whenever I'm done and peel it off of my surface that it comes up cleanly. But I have prepared this metal because I know it's going to stick very tightly to it. I have prepared the metal by pre-waxing it. I just use just a standard paste finishing wax. The brand I use is Min Wax, but there's a Johnson's brand out there that's pretty good. There's a few different brands that you can find. Just find one that you like that suits you and go with it. Anyone pretty much will do. The idea is that you just put down a layer on top of your surface That way your transfer isn't quite as stuck to it. And then I think we're gonna do, yeah, so I'm gonna split this up. I'm gonna do the I'll Be Gnome on top and then For Christmas at the bottom. So let's go ahead and just line up our I'll Be Gnome right about here. Try to get it somewhat even and straight across. All right, cool. So we got that. I'm only gonna push down on the portion of the transfer that I'm going to be covering. So you stick it onto your surface and then you go back over and push out any possible air that may have gotten stuck in there, because you want your lines to be as crisp as possible. And if you get any lines, or I'm sorry, if you get any air bubbles, you could have like little paste bleeds. But this is where we're at with our I'll Be Gnome. And then our For Christmas is gonna go right underneath it. All right, so I've been using this black quite a bit today, so I don't really need to mix it up, but I definitely need to get in there. I've almost used this jar. This will be the first one that I've completely used up, and I have been chalking. I've been a designer since February of 2020, and this is now the beginning of November of 2020. So these paste jars last forever. They really do. All right, so let's just go ahead, spread our paste over. Make sure we cover all of that silk screen area. Be kind of mindful of the bottom and this little area here, because I don't want to get into that 4, because that's going to be on our second line. All right, so we got all that covered. We're going to go back over it and just gently pull up all the excess. Make sure to clean up any harsh lines that may have developed during the chalking process, because we want our piece to look smooth when we peel up our transfer. All right, that looks pretty good to me. We'll set this here. Go ahead and peel this portion up. Peel very slowly as you go. That way, if there's any part that maybe didn't go through very well, at this point you can just lay it right back down and go back over it, but we're in pretty good shape here. Okay, so there's that part. Spin it around here, straighten it back out, and put our For Christmas down here. See if we can't get it somewhat centered. All right. Press you down. I think I want to use this backer sheet right on the edge here, so this paste that I already have doesn't quite go through. All right, I think that's good. Although it curled there a little bit. All right, let's scoot this over. All right. Get this straight across. Push out our air bubbles, and we're going to do the exact same thing for this part. Okay, air bubbles I do believe are out. I'm going to take this dry squeegee and just press just to make sure. It's a little awkward since I'm only using half of this right here, so I don't really want to stick my finger in wet paste. Although it's non-toxic and washes up quite easily, so it really wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I'm going to try to avoid that tonight. All right, so as you guys jump on, be sure to say hello. That way I know you were here. Let me know how your day has been. And if you are ever so inclined, let me know where you're from. It's always cool to hear where where different people are coming from who watch the lives. So let me know where you're at and what you have been doing today. I can see there's a little spot down there that didn't quite pick up very well. So let's just go back over the whole thing. Make it nice and even. Clean up any lines that may have come, and then any excess just goes right back into your paste jar. That way you can use it for your next project. All right, beautiful. All right, cool. So then let's go ahead and just pick this part up like so. Peel slowly, making sure we get all of our letters straight across. Awesome. Stick this to the side of my table, and then when I'm done, I will take it into the bathroom and wash it with just cool water. Don't use hot water. You don't want to melt it. That's for sure. Use cool water and either a one of our board erasers, which is comparable to like a magic eraser, but it doesn't have the chemicals in it. Don't use an actual magic eraser, but that's kind of what these our board erasers look like. I wonder if I got one. It's a piece of paste. There we go. Let me see if I got one handy. That way I can show you. That'll give that a second to dry. Oh, I do. All right, here's a package of them. So they come as a 2-pack. They're very reasonable. I want to say they're like maybe $3, $4 or something like that for both of them. And they're just these discs, and this is what you use to wash the transfers with. Warm water and just one of those erasers. If you don't have an eraser, you can use a paper towel with the water. Just be very, very sure that you don't use any type of soaps, any type of chemicals. You just basically need water, and you can get your transfers clean. And then after you've washed them, leave them adhesive side, sticky side up, laying flat, and let them dry for a few hours until they're completely dry. And then you put them back on your backer sheets, and then you slide them right back into your plastic sleeves. And that's the general way that you take care of them for sure. It's very easy, very simple to do. All right, let's get our paste put away so we don't get that into anything. Stick this dirty squeegee over there so I don't get it into anything. And this is our sign so far. I'll be gnome for Christmas. Pretty cute, right? Gnomes are all the rage right now too. So I think this is going to be awesome. All right, and this, my friends, is my little Gnomie. Isn't he adorable? With his little fuzzy beard and his cute little nose. All right, so let's take, I actually want to take this whole top part off. He is an ornament. I guess I can show you that part. All right, so let's take his little cardboard part off of here and free him from his packaging. All right, so he is an adorable ornament. He would be super cute on a tree, that's for sure. But I am going to cut this string off here, and I'm going to glue him right on to my metal sign, and it's going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, so I'm just gonna go in here and trim off his hanger, being careful not to actually cut his hat. These scissors are incredibly sharp, so to be careful what you're cutting. I don't need that string anymore, so I can just get rid of that. Make sure his beard looks pretty good. Fluff him out. I need a gnome comb. A gnome comb. How funny is that? All right, I think we got his little beard in pretty good shape. We can always fluff out his beard once we get him on here too. All right, we got his fuzz. His hat looks great. Here's our little Gnomie. I'm just gonna take some Gorilla Glue hot glue. I really like this particular hot glue. It bonds really, really well versus like just some of that the cheaper like craft hot glue. Doesn't necessarily have like the stay power, but these particular glue sticks are amazing, and they're a little bit more expensive, I guess, than like your cheap like dollar store ones, but they are so worth it. They are not overly expensive, totally manageable. So we're just gonna squirt a whole bunch of glue on the back of him because we do not want him coming off. So just put an ample amount of glue on the back of your Gnomie. Hopefully my glue gun will sit for just a second. And then we're just gonna flip him over and place him right there. And we just press and hold and sing a little song while we press and hold. My daughter always gives me a hard time when I sing on my live, so don't tell her I did that. Oops. Whatever. You got to do something to pass the time. You do, you do. All right, I think we should be in good shape there. He should be forever bonded to his background. And here, my friends, is our adorable sign. I'll be known for Christmas. I think he looks awesome, just like that. So what do you guys think? Pretty simple, pretty adorable, for sure. Definitely a craft that anybody can do. If you guys want to get your hands on this I'll be known for Christmas transfer, just let me know, or go visit my shop online. It is www.chalkcouture.com/awalls. I do have that link on my Chalking Up the Walls site though. So just go there, click on it, and you can either search for I'll be known for Christmas, or if you have any trouble finding it, just let me know. I can help you out. But anyway, here is our cute little wall hanger. Like I said, very simple, very easy to make, but he's absolutely adorable. I love him. I do. I just love you. Yay! I do. He turned out great. All right, guys. Well, that is what I wanted to show you this evening. I hope you've had an absolute blast watching it. Hopefully you love gnomes as much as I do and enjoyed this project. I've definitely had a good time making it, so hopefully you guys have had a good time watching. I appreciate you watching too. Speaking of, I very much so appreciate you watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. That's for sure. But anyway, that's the project for tonight. So you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Do something awesome for sure. And then come back and tell me all about it tomorrow. All right. We'll see you guys soon. Love y'all. Good night. Bye.